Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video, the new Utopia card from the structure deck. I believe it should be fully spoilered, right? It's fully released up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, I think so. Anyway, let's take a look. Konami announced a couple of new cards, a new Exceed, two new traps, basically. One of them is in the main deck being, as you see here, Numbers Protect. It's basically an Infinity Barrier for the archetype. Well, it's very similar to Salamangreat Great Roar, because it also has the capability to reset it from the graveyard. That's cool, but it's a trap, and the first thing I was like, oh, this is an Infinity Barrier, and you know, when an archetype gets something like that, that's, you know, probably going to impact the format, could impact the format, but then the second question I ask myself is it searchable? And that's not the case, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, so it's okay. I'm not sure if I really want to main deck more copies of the trap card, because again, it's a trap. And let's say if you're going second, it does nothing. And as you know, you want to have cards that establish your game state, advance your game state, establish your board. And that's where the trap, again, for example, when even going first, if your opponent has multiple hand traps, it's not showing anything, right? So only one copy. If I draw it, if I have it, that's cool, because again, tactics is still there. Quite often, it reminds me of Card of Save Return, right? Very similar. Again, not once per turn, giving you multiple draws. At least there are many new Exceeds for Utopia released past week or past weeks, but the one that was revealed yesterday, I believe, was Utopic Sage. It's a generic rank 4. That's quite easy. Very easy, detached to special summon one of the sages from the deck, so that's cool, or you know, like a sexual weapon if I'm not mistaken, but most of the time you'll be special summoning, well, depends of course, but again, most of the time you'll be targeting either the green sage or the red sage, right? Basically, again, advancing your game state, getting more searches in the process. And they also got more support, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, in the form of number 99, Utopia Dragner. Fantastic card. It's very easy to summon, right, with also one of their new rank ups. The Hyper rank up spell. Just a one-off, because again, it's searchable, so that's cool. But the fact that you have the capability to special summon, let's say, something like Titanic Galaxy from the extra deck, that's strong. That somewhat helps out the fact that, as I mentioned before in my previous Utopia video a couple of weeks ago, is that, okay, the deck lost Zexal, obviously, super obviously. No way that Zexal, I mean, imagine Zexal legal with this structure deck, but good riddance, but they lost, you know, going first. That was a superb opening move. Downside was that it was generic. A lot of decks were able to, you know, pump out Zexal as well. And that was a problem, right? But the new structure deck definitely gives the deck more support, more explosive plays, and oh yeah, speaking of new cards, I'm looking at one of the new cards for Kuriboh, so the Astral Kuriboh. It's actually a cool card, a good extender, a flexible extender, level 1, but it has the capability to reveal one of your extra deck. Is it a number extra deck monster? I think so, yeah. Exceed monster, that is. And then your Astral Kuriboh will get that, you know, level equal to the rank of the revealed monster. So again, in this deck, just reveal one of your level 4s. Or, you know, ranked 4s, and then your Kuriboh will turn itself into level 4 and special summon itself. So it's a fantastic extender. Sadly, though, we don't know when we are getting it in the TCG. So, of course, there are other options, maybe less flexible options like Kage to Kage, for example. But as you see, I mean, the Gaga Go 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 package is here in the deck. I mean, look at this first turn. The deck is still weak to Nibiru. Yeah, definitely. Okay, you can go for the one of the, what is it called, rank 5, Utopia Ray, yeah, also one of the new ones, to equip directly attach something from your deck, Pegasus, but sadly, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, no, Pegasus only negates face-up monster effects, right, monster effects on the field, so it doesn't negate Nibiru, if I'm not mistaken. Again, feel free to correct me, and that's a problem, that's still a huge problem for the deck, but yeah, if you take a look at the OCG has, you know, cross out Designator to help with that. But it's definitely a fun deck. Obviously, you want... I have, you know, 2 replays going second, but it speaks for itself that the way that how this deck kind of works, or how I feel it can work, like you see now, is that spamming those rank 4s, hopefully, you know, having exceed tactics for those beneficial draws as well, the life points difference, you know, gaining the beneficial effects, ending with a couple of negations, with Ray, like double monster negation. The new rank up spell gives you the Titanic Galaxy plus the potential hand traps, even though I'm only running like 2 Ash Blossom, not too many, and same for the trap, yeah, which is, I feel, just good as a one-off. Because again, it's not like searchable as with Salads, for example, Salamangreats. Then again, you could main deck 3, but I mean, going second, the trap doesn't do anything, right? So you know what I mean. Going first again, dinosaurs. Okay, I mean, the thing though is that with that onomatopoeia, right, or para, that small onomatopoeia pickup, you know, that engine, that's so fantastic. And the fact here, yeah, that the Utopia ring 4 double, you know, that searches double or nothing is a quick play as well. So you can definitely dodge the Gamma, also put up Ray and attach the, well, you know, equip the Pegasus directly from the deck, going for the new rank 4 exceed, being Utopic Sage to special summon, you know, one of the 2 sages from the deck. If I already used up the red one, I'm definitely going for the green one to search out one of your spells, right? Utopia spells. There is the rank up, and that's also cool. Okay, it's useless now on the field, but just use it for, you know, a rank up spell here in this case. Well, the extra deck might need some work. As you saw in like the quote-unquote side deck, there are definitely more options to, you know, put in your extra deck. Like, I was testing Saxel Field as well together with, was it Shining Draw? Yeah, that's the one. It's decent, but I wasn't a huge fan of that. No, not really my likings. No, yeah, nah, not a huge fan of that. Anyway, so Emancipators again going second this time, and as you'll be seeing again, the thing is that, okay, let's say if you're taking this deck to a tournament, obviously, again, if this is your main deck, your side deck definitely will contain evenly matched Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler No More, Nibiru, you know, the standard, or at least one of those standard, or multiple copies of those cards. So if you lose the dice roll, it's hard. I'm honest, definitely. I mean, if you take a look at any heavy combo-oriented deck, Dragon Link, Virtual World, from the top, well, an Emancipator, even though it's not really the most competitive deck nowadays, those decks end on, you know, boards with multiple negations, and that's quite hard for Utopia, for this deck, to, you know, break through that without a side deck. So without those, you know, droplets, Dark Ruler No More, you know, those cards that actually let you play if you're going second. And that's somewhat of the problem I have these days, right? Past years, I guess. If you want to showcase something, going second, you're kind of relying a lot on those cards, like Droplet, Dark Ruler No More, mainly, right? To negate those multiple monster negations. But then again, that shows the power of combo, right? Getting or having those multiple negations up first turn. And yeah, you can't have a Utopia video without the double or nothing OTK, right? So that's GG, well played. Last example, it's an iffy one, but again, kind of showcases that I can definitely include replays that if you're going second against combo and don't have like your side deck cards or droplets, if you opt to main those, it's again very hard for this deck to break through that, especially if it's something like Dragon Link that's able to end on Appaloosa plus Boral Savage, maybe plus Hieratic Seal, you know, the good stuff. It's pretty much impossible unless, of course, there's Dark Ruler No More or something like that to get yourself back in the duel. But obviously those cards will definitely be side decked, right? Other options, you saw that Utopia also got, well, obviously the Numbers Protect being the Infinity Barrier for the Utopia deck, while the other trap is a continuous trap, and that's Contract of Destiny. But you're kind of forced to use the Door of Destiny, and I'm not a huge fan of that, even though that continuous trap is quite powerful. But I feel I need to test more. But for now, I don't feel it's worth it. But again, I can be wrong. So again, feel free to leave opinions like always, right? But I'm happy with what the Structure deck brings us. Okay, the Utopia deck still suffers some core weaknesses, you know, just like any other deck or most other decks that's not top tier Dragon Link virtual, you know, that's the thing. But it's a fun deck. Going first, having tactics, draw 8 to 10 cards is mind-blowing ridiculous, but it's definitely a cool deck. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Litum signing out. Peace.